Hello and welcome. Today, of all things, we're looking at a Commodore 64. And it's not mine. What it is, you see. I'm always hoping to save things from getting ruined. So sometimes I put an ad up on Kijiji looking to save things before they get ruined. Anyway, this fellow wrote, and he had a 64, a sad story. He had no power supply, and he hoped that it worked, but anyway. So we worked it out, so he now has a power supply, but then he took it home, and I know the power supply is fine, but certainly the computer is not. So, what we're doing here, at this moment, is we're going to grab his 64. This one here is one of my test 64s. I'm going to grab his, and I'm going to see what it is that we see. Sorry, I'm just coming around here. Nope, that's 128. Okay, so he has given me a beautiful shopping bag with bunches of things to try, but here is the Commodore 64. So, as you can see, it is brown. It looks in good shape. Got a got a cracker. It's certainly got a scratch there, but it looks clean. Looks pretty okay. Oh, it certainly does not have the right screws in it. Oh, well, before we do that, hang on. Let's just see what it does. So the power switch is off. The video cable is in. We give it power. And we see nothing. So, first thing we're going to do is put this cartridge into it. This is supposedly, well, it's a Commodore Diagnostics Utilities cartridge. It is supposedly supposed to tell me what's wrong if a machine is dead. But generally, it doesn't. So, let's try. Okay. Let's see what's happening over here. Okay, we are getting a strange pattern and a blue screen. And usually, with this cartridge in, I usually get, so I just want to leave it for a bit, because it may actually be doing its thing. It just may be that we can't see what it's doing, if that makes any sense. Let me just look over here. Yeah, at some point, I mean, I think this looks pretty black. At some point, when I know this monitor better, maybe I'll try and adjust it. Basically, it's got kind of like a strange pattern. Very strange. So, it does look like this machine is in, yes, the twilight zone. And I see one little cursor thing kind of flashing a little bit. But nothing really. So I'm going to try turning it back on. And see if we get something similar or something different after it's had a little moment to warm up. Oh my. Well, that is different. I have never seen that exactly. I have not. Wow. Maybe now the thing is running, but it does seem to be changing in the appearance of the dancing craziness. I would kind of like to leave it longer just to see if it tries to play the SID chip. But it certainly is doing something. Oh, and now it is back to our original nothing. So, something is wrong. I suppose the first thing I'm going to do is take that cartridge out. And then I'm going to take, this has, it looks like wood screws. So definitely not the originals. But, you know, oh yeah, that's a wood screw. And this one does not seem to be holding on very tightly. Oops, oh, there goes one. There goes another. Alright, so, oh my, we'll have a look inside here. Oh yeah, somebody, he said he thought maybe somebody had done some work to it, and I would say that he is correct. We'll put that up here. So, I am not sure of what all you can see there, but certainly it appears that some RAM chips are maybe very old and some maybe have been replaced. It is unfortunate that not more of these chips are in sockets. It is. But so be it. I wonder, let me just look at the circuit board here. Yeah, it looks pretty old and original, but certainly something has been done here. So, well, I guess the first thing I want to do, because it definitely has video issues, is to pull off this cover. If maybe I can just do it with, oh, it is tight. They are generally tight. Nope, that's not going to do it. Oh, so tight. I do not, as always, the whole thing is do no harm. Perhaps what I need to do is get a smaller screwdriver so I can gain a foothold. And then pry this off. Perhaps. But boy. It is some tight. Alright. I know you can't see this. Well, maybe you can. I'm just going to use it. There we go. Sometimes you just got to use your fingers. So there is the internals. And I'm thinking that what I certainly want to do is, what would I do first? Firstly, I think I want to check the video chip. I do. Well, I guess the other thing I must do is open up another Commodore 64 to test such chips. I thought I had one handy. but it seems I do not. So, I think I will set this. No, you know what? I'm going to take the video chip out. Gently, carefully. It's tough to get in these at the far end, but there we go. One video chip. So, I'm going to set this here. I'm going to bring this 64 back into the game. Works. Have original box. Yellowed. Very good. So, this one, I'm thinking it has a similar board. Either way, the video chip I should be able to test, but I'm hoping it has. So it is a white 64, but I don't think it's a very light one. Anyway, we will see. So firstly, get the screws out. Get the screws out. Oh, that's funny. I got the screw, boy. Boy, those screws in that other one are big. What's going on here? Oh, okay. 2 screws are out. 1. Oh, is that opening? It's open. Okay. Hello. Okay. 3 screws out. Let's have a look. Oops. Video kit here. 5. Hello. Hello. There we go. Oh. This was perhaps not the best choice. It has much shielding, and it's definitely a very different version of the board. So you know what? Here, I will show you what I mean. It has a much smaller version of the board. Very yellowed keys. Yeah, this was not a good choice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put the screws back in. I think. Put this. Yes, it will go in. There we go. And because documentation is always good to have, hello. Okay, I'm going to write on here. Did I not put that? Gently, because I don't want it to go through small board. Alright, so we will have to continue with this. We will. So here we are looking inside what looks to be a pretty old Commodore 64. I think it has seen an interesting life, and we're hoping to bring some life back to it. So, until we meet again. Sorry.